Today we're going to be talking about some really dumb Instagram mistakes that a lot of you are probably making. So let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel, guys. It's really nice to see you all today. Yeah, the channel's going in a really nice direction. Thanks to all the new subscribers. That was really nice of you guys. Anyway, in the beginning of Instagram, the name of the game was basically the more followers, the more likes you have, the more successful you'll be. But nowadays, that's not necessarily the case. Everyone knows that in order to grow a following on Instagram, you sort of had to hit the sort of basic fundamentals, which are, you had to have a tidy, clean, consistent feed. Everything has to look pretty consistent, nice consistent colors. Your bio should be short and succinct and to the point, and you need to be very specific in terms of what you post. You can't be posting about, you can take photos about whatever you want, but in terms of your Instagram, you should really focus on one thing and become a specialist in that thing. So if you're a dog photographer, just specialize in taking photos of dogs. If you're a portrait photographer, just focus on taking portraits. But I wanted to shed some light on some other common mistakes that people don't necessarily talk about. So a lot of people sort of subscribe to the idea that the more followers you have, the more likes you have, the better, the more successful you're going to be. And so what do? They spam comments, they spam like the out of everyone. And basically, don't do that. Don't go onto someone's page and like 10 of their photos in a row. It's blindingly obvious what you're trying to do. You're just begging for a follow back. People generally don't take well to that. People don't like that. 9 times out of 10 nowadays, people just completely ignore you because they know exactly what you're trying to do. So instead, like 1, 2, maybe 3 at most of their photos, and then leave a genuine comment. Leave a comment that actually has something to do with the photo that you just liked. If it's a stunning view of some specific mountain range, then say, oh my god, those mountains look amazing. If it's a picture of someone wearing a specific dress, say, oh my god, that dress is so cool, I love the red in that dress. Be very specific, because then it shows to that person that you actually took the time, that you actually engaged with that person's work. It shows that you're a real person. Again, in an age of just fake followers and fake likes, people will just turn off at the sight of a spam comment or a spam like. Don't use a bot. Don't use an Instagram growth hack service. There are so many of these people spamming people's DMs, promising you stuff like, 10,000 genuine followers. They promise you the world. You're gonna get X amount of followers, you're gonna get X amount of engagement, so long as you pay us this small monthly fee. Yes, you may actually get real followers. Yes, you may get genuine comments. You may actually get genuine likes. Avoid these people like the plague, because all they're doing is just inflating your numbers. They mean absolutely nothing. Yes, some of those followers, some of those likes that come from using their service may be actually genuine, but the majority of them are just completely fake, just fake accounts, just nothing. They mean absolutely nothing, and it will completely wreck your analytics. It will wreck your visibility. It will just wreak havoc with the algorithm. People will instantly cotton on to the fact that you're using some sort of bot, because they'll see that your followers you may have, 30,000 followers, whatever, and they might see that, oh wow, you have 10,000 likes for a photo, which, okay, that seems genuine, but then they'll see that you have 0 comments or 5 comments. It just doesn't make sense. So when people see something fishy like that, people don't want to work with you. Brands don't want to work with you. People are less likely to follow you because they just know that you're doing something quite fishy. Forget about being seen by everyone. Say you're a photographer from some random village in the middle of Ireland, I don't know, and let's say you're a baby photographer. You only take pictures of newborn babies. Some mechanic from, Lima, Peru is not going to give a shit about your work. Instead of focusing about everyone, about the whole world, focus on your local area. Let's say you're a baby photographer. Facebook mum groups, go to local agencies, local photography agencies, small businesses, I know, daycares. Just think creatively and logically, and think about where you will find people who might need your work, and reach out to them and form genuine connections with them. Ask them what service you could provide for them. It might involve having to do some free work initially for them, but then once you have made that connection, once you have your foot in the door, then you can start, then you can start really making some money. Another common method of growing is through collaborations, but a big mistake people make when reaching out to people for collaborations is just asking, hey, let's collab. Don't do that. Ask them what service you can provide them. Ask them, hey, be specific. Say that your work in Iceland, your project in Iceland was really amazing. I love the colors in there. I love the subject matter. Be specific, and then say, hey, I would really love to do something for you. Is there anything that you need help with? Frame it in such a way that you're providing value, providing a service for them. You're helping them in some way. When people ask for a collab just out of the blue and just say nothing else, like, hey, let's collab, it just sounds like you're asking for a free ride, and no one likes that. How do you get seen by the right people? So for example, me being a portrait photographer, I leave comments on local modeling agencies' pages. So for example, what I like to do is say something like, hey, I'm a portrait photographer in London. I would love to do a test shoot for any new faces that you guys have. I found this method quite useful. I'm asking what I can do for them. But on top of that, I'm being seen, my Instagram is being seen by relevant people. A lot of models in the local area are always looking for photographers to work with because they're trying to build up their own portfolio. So local models see my comment, and see my Instagram page, they click on it, they see my work, and then they either follow me or they drop me a message and ask, hey, I need some photos taken, and there you go. You see, I'm building on my portfolio, they're building their portfolio, everyone wins here. I've got test shoots this way. Depending on the agency, test shoots can either be paid or unpaid, but either way, you're building up value for yourself and for the other people, and that's what this is all about. It's about building up value. To wrap things up, I want you to totally reframe what you think growth is. It's not about followers, it's not about likes. Ask yourself, is your work actually valuable enough? Do you actually show a high enough level of skill to be hired? And in terms of being seen, are you actually engaging and reaching out to the relevant people, to the relevant businesses, to the relevant agencies in your local area? Are the people who will actually care about your work and who will actually pay for your work, are they actually seeing it? I know of influencers who have 100,000 followers, 100,000+ followers. I know of an influencer who has 1 million+ followers, and I know that they have struggled to sell their own products because their following they're just not engaged, they're not real, they're not proper followers in a sense, because they are what I call visitors. They're just there for the pretty pictures. They're not really there. They don't believe in what they're actually about. Forget about trying to take over the world and focus on dominating your tiny corner of the world. Get to know everyone in your local area. Make sure that every business, every relevant business, every relevant person, every relevant agency knows about your work, and make sure that your work is amazing. Make sure that your relationship is based on how you can help them and not how they can help you. That's how you get your foot through the door, and that's how they then are able to eventually help you as well. Nowadays, brands are well aware of fake followers and fake likes and fake comments. They know that. Everyone knows about that nowadays. There's actually now a big move in influencer marketing, in just marketing in general, towards micro-influencers, because micro-influencers generally have high engagement rates because their work is grounded in value. They don't focus on growth tactics, and neither should you. At the end of the day, if you have 100,000 followers, but you have no skill, but you have absolutely nothing of value to offer, no one's going to buy your product. No one's going to want to hire you, plain and simple. If you have 5 followers, but you have an incredible portfolio that you show to every person, everyone in your local area, every relevant business, every relevant agency, you're just infinitely more likely to succeed. So please stop spam liking, stop spam commenting, and just keep it real. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned something of value. I don't claim to be some Instagram guru, not at all. I'm just relaying what I found to have been most effective for me. If you enjoyed the video, like the video, comment down below. Let me know how you have grown, how you have effectively sort of gained business or whatever. What's your secret sauce to Instagram success? I would like to know. I'd love to know. Give us a like, give us a comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Most of you guys who watch my videos aren't subscribers. Don't be a stranger, be a friend. Don't be a snooper, be a friend. Follow me on Instagram at Zain Shoots Film. Check out my portfolio at zainreeza.com. Share this with your mum, share this with your dad. Keep learning, keep shooting. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.